Okay, hello, welcome. This is Hong Kong House of Cards. Today we have Jiaying, Haishin, and Charlie. We're trying to get a hold of the Speaker of the House of Swords, so we're gonna do a thing and we're gonna call him, and stuff's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. Nailed it. Nailed
Woohoo!
it.
I did it. Okay, so this is the day after Haishin and Jiaying figured out that the pumpkin spice lattes in the city of Hong Kong are not very good. They're really, really bad. They have
Okay.
gone to the museum, and have gotten the cell phone number for Walks and Arrows. After getting that, Jiaying will call him to try and plan a meeting.
Okay. The phone rings and click. Hello.
Hello. I am Jiaying Zhao, member of the House of OZ. We're Cups, right?
Yeah, your cups.
Okay. Member of the
To be fair,
House.
whenever you ask Haishin that, he gives his own address. Because he's a member of his house.
Member of the House of Cups. I have some important news that I believe you might be very interested in. Is there a way that we could set up a meeting, perhaps?
You could tell me over the phone, or I could send somebody out to you, whichever's best.
I would rather prefer to.
I said Haishin, I assume you have it on speaker, so we can kind of give facial, when he
Okay.
says, you can explain over the phone. Haishin grimaces and shakes his head vehemently.
Yeah, I would prefer this be face to face if possible.
Oh, I mean, I can't get out today, but I'll send Sarah out. Is that okay?
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, cool. Tell me where you want to meet her, and you'll hear scrabbling around for a pencil.
We have a wonderful occult shop that has tea.
Yeah, she'll give you the address of the Apricot Dragon Occult bookstore thing.
Okay. Thanks. I'll send Sarah out there.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you. I understand your nickname is Walks and Arrows, but I'm unsure if there's a formal name I'm supposed to call you.
Nah, it's good. I mean, it's whatever. You can call me Jim for all I care. It's not my name. Doesn't matter.
Ask him what's narrow and why is he walking it.
So I'll go ahead and send her out. I'll see you guys later.
Yes.
Click.
Okay.
Curses. Foiled again.
Hi, Shin. Don't ask him what's he walking and why is it narrow. Come on.
But it could be a reference to his penis.
That's something
Don't
you
ask him
definitely.
that. Don't ask him that. Really, don't ask him that.
All right. So
Because that might get the messenger shot.
at the Apricot Dragon, you will find when everything is set up at a certain designated time. That was actually honestly not designated, but it's about half an hour from when you call. The door opens, and this lady walks in, and she says, "I'm to speak to a Jiaying."
Ah, yes. Also, side note, before Sarah gets here, Shaheen would have pulled Charlie to the side and very, curtly told him, keep your mouth shut. I want you to be quiet. Do not ruin anything. Mouth silent. Zip it, okay?
He is quiet and doesn't respond.
Stay that way. I'm here to make good first impressions, and you will not ruin it. She will also look at Haishin and say the same thing. Except, not the whole stay quiet, just don't ruin the first impression.
Haishin makes some kind of off-the-cuff comment about how, a lotus must bloom alone or it cannot bloom.
Wow.
She'll just kind of roll her eyes. Okay. Yeah, now that that's out of the way.
Bit of a weird question, Mitchell, because it's kind of it's something we can all feel. It's like a subconscious feeling. How ragey is this person? Like, is she giving off an aura of "fuck you," pretty much?
Well, she's not ragey, but like in order for you to really determine anything outside of what she physically shows on her face, or like evokes through her nonverbal communication, you're going to have some kind of like preternatural sense available to you.
All Hessian do, so we might as well roll that.
I'm guessing perception, primal urge.
Yeah, perception is Shintao, ain't it?
Well, for us, yes. For him, it would be primal urge.
Do you have a... I don't know if that requires a gift or not for shifters.
I'm pretty sure it kind of catches. I think it pretty much just catches on to, hey, there's rage there. There's if she
I
has.
think there's a legitimate gift for that, though, but I'm not positive. Let me check Primal Urge. It is not necessarily a thing that Primal Urge does.
Okay, that's weird.
Oh,
because
it can, but it's not like. It's more like awareness for Garu. It's not something that would pick up a rage score.
Because I cannot roll my own dice, I will actually ask either Mitchell or Kim to roll for me. Whichever is more comfortable. Okay. Can you please roll me 3d?
It's at diff 6, isn't it?
But am I rolling primal urge or no?
You are waiting just a moment until I finish his rolls.
Okay.
3 dice, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 success.
That's a success.
Yeah, it's diff 6, ain't it?
It is indeed diff 6, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I get 1 success on that too.
I am double checking to make sure there is not a gift that covers this. If there is a gift that covers this, Primal Urge will not help you.
Isn't there a gift that's like scent to something or something like that, where you can basically smell what they are?
Scent to the true form, I think. I think that might
I'm
be.
just confused because I'm just confused now.
That's okay. It's okay to be confused. If there's some way I can clear up the confusion, I will do so.
Because any time that we've had checking stuff like this, it's always been either perception, alertness, or awareness, or perception Shintao, or perception primal urge for two shifters to recognize each other through. Because even mortals, even normal mortals, can recognize the rage.
They can feel the rage, but it's because of the nature of the delirium and many other things. They rationalize it. So you're going to have to give me a moment to see. There are also gifts that actively counteract the ability to do that. And I am not necessarily in the habit of... Let's look in the back. That'll be quicker. There's a list of all the gifts alphabetically by name. Sin of the
Yes,
True Form, 166.
Yeah, I actually happen to have that gift, but
I guess this is kind of an important conversation for future GMing when people ask this very same question.
It is a very important conversation. That's why I'm willing to do it on air and not discuss it afterward. Garu can smell, kinfolk or fellow... Okay, if you have that gift, then yes, you will know.
okay. So I roll it, or I just know?
No, you will just know. If you have that gift, you will just know. It's automatic for... Well, wait a minute. You're a Korax, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will make you roll it then, because it's... let me find...
I think I'm all right.
Yeah, because let's see, two successes will detect a vampire, changeling, demon, mummy, or Pharaoh. So they are different. So it's perception, primal urge, diff 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. All right. There you go. She is, for those of you who are sniffing around, she smells like a Garu. For those of you who are using other methods, she is remarkably similar. She is noticeably of the House of Swords.
Okay. When she walks through the door and asks for Jiaying, Jiaying will move around from behind the counter and walk over to her, giving a polite bow. Ah, yes. Hello, I'm Jiaying Zhao.
Welcome. It's nice. It's nice to meet you, Jiaying. Are you the one that I'm supposed to be meeting here?
Ah, yes. And the pleasure is all mine, dear. You are Sarah, correct?
Yeah, I'm Sarah.
Pleasure.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, quick important fact: you're standing in a major you're standing in a major cairn. Yeah.
It's not a cairn because it hasn't been dedicated to Gaia. Oh,
But you understand the difference. But
no.
yes, it's a proto cairn.
Yes, it is. This is a very interesting shop you have here. So is there a place we can discuss business in private?
Ah, yes.
Haishin will step forward and say, "We have no customers currently. I'll just put the closed sign up and lock the door. Or not lock the door, or, put the latch across the door so we will not be disturbed."
Okay, that'll be good.
He will kind of put her up to the door, lock it, or not lock it, but latch it and flip the sign from open to closed. "Now then, the important business. May we offer tea?"
Sure, I guess. So, what's going on exactly?
It has recently come to our attention, well, not recently, but Fall Beverages, Fall Beverages has been producing some very questionable drinks and serving them to the general public. Just recently they have created one, because it is October, the pumpkin spice latte, no doubt you've heard of.
Yeah, it's a favorite.
Oh.
No.
Haishin he will stop making tea and he will stand up and he'll kind of turn around and he will say,
Now,
"Okay,
that said, I've never had their version. Is it new?
Okay. Oh, okay.
thank you. Um, Allow me to explain in greater detail from what we were able to ascertain the other evening. Fra Beverages is a subsidiary of the Pentex Corporation.
She snarls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whom I am led to understand as servants to Lord Centipede.
Her eyes immediately cut to Charlie. Have you told the others about this?
I sent a warning to the Henryoke Sept.
Good. They're not currently speaking with us.
I'm sorry, Mitchell, I missed that.
She said, good, they're not currently speaking with us.
Then I suppose it is a good thing we are.
He will start pouring the tea, which is the same brilliant sapphire blue into tiny cups. I was granted a vision last night by our warders, those who sit in heaven's graces, and they showed me a vision of Hong Kong choked by black smoke, with dozens of their factories, the land perverted, tens, if not hundreds of people holding this beverage in their hands, and a red star gleaming overhead.
That's definitely a problem. Yes. Oh, you wish to alert the Beaker of Swords because...
Well, he kind of looks at Jiaying sideways. This is a fight that involves us all. Also, he will take a kind of a notebook out of his pocket, and he'll open it to the correct page and slide the notebook across the counter. Basically, if you have any, does this character have any science?
Science?
Science.
A little bit.
Or medicine. Science and medicine would probably do it.
There's more medicine, actually, on the sheet.
Yeah, if she wants to roll her intellect and medicine because of what he's written on the page, basically.
Okay. How come I can never roll this good when I'm rolling?
Reason?
Life.
Yeah, that's more than enough successes. Basically, what he's written there is the entire compilation of ingredients, their exact amounts, and their exact amounts and traces within your average, we'll say, medium serving of this latte. Okay. In that, there are several depressant drugs that, basically things to lower the senses, basically downers, in quite large quantities. And he will say,
as well
during the course of, as well as fuckloads of sugar, probably to mask the taste. During our investigations into our beverages, we uncovered the fact that there have been several different. I do not know how your kind. What do you believe happens to your soul after death? What more aptly, the souls of the mortal person?
It's personal. Spit out your statement.
There's a ever so slightly raised eyebrow, but okay. He will say, "Far beverages have been gathering immense amounts of souls, human souls primarily, what we would call denizens of the yin world, to them. We theorize that they are adding this drug into this beverage in order to cause severe withdrawals when the month of October is over. This would cause a spike in the suicide rates and the rates of unfortunate deaths, so that more souls could be gathered, thus tipping the balance of the yin and yang worlds, so essentially drawing more and more banes of sorrow, anger, etc. to the city. In mass, need I add."
You're saying that the pumpkin spice lattes are laced with depressants so that after October, people will kill themselves so they can harvest the ghosts.
Oh, no, dear. Not after October. During October.
Yes. And after October when they stop serving it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, just so we're clear on that. I just wanted to make sure that all of that made sense to me. I'll take this information back. Is there anything else we needed to discuss?
No, I believe that's all. We just felt that since this is a Pentex corporation and it has been seen earlier that your kind have a problem with this Pentex as we do, that it would be very important to share this knowledge with you.
Pentex is a large multinational corporation. I don't necessarily know why anyone thinks that we would have a problem with Pentex. I mean, I personally have a problem with Pentex. They have terrible business practices. They don't pay their workers a living wage. They pollute the local environment. And
it may have been something to do with many of your fellows shouting about Pentex and Lord Centipede and burning it down the day before yesterday in a public place.
Yes.
Do you remember who was shouting? She smiles really big.
What was her name? Felicia and Elizabeth, I think, are the two names that spring to mind, because Hikaru didn't. He was very quiet. He was like, yes, we should do something, but he didn't start talking about the worm and Lord Centipede.
Okay, well, go ahead.
He was saying, I believe those were the names of those people. I think that they were just doing it in order to help. They were just showing off their patriotic spirit in the museum, so no one unduly heard them.
It was merely us.
Really us.
Was there anyone else there to hear this tirade?
Um,
There was a monk.
hey, Mitchell, I have common sense. Is she plugging me for information?
Yes, she is obviously trying to find out who is like blabbing so that she can go slap them.
Oh. He will kind of look at Jia Ying and kind of give her a kind of a, should we continue talking look? It's up to you if you want to continue talking.
At this hesitation, Sarah will look and go, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Are you attempting to bribe us?
No, the nature of that expression is you've already stuck your foot in it. You may as well continue walking.
Ah, I'm unfamiliar with that one. Thank you.
Yes,
We have
just
been
so you
in-
know, yes, Charlie did just facepalm.
Just gonna shoot Charlie a glare. Like a really, like, I will murder you in your sleep glare.
And the facepalm is literally like, he can't see the glare because the facepalm was so deep that it was doing this. Facepalm.
I'm very glad that you've taken an interest in our interests. It's beneficial. She is smiling this ear-to-ear, very pleasantly appealing smile.
Well, as I have said, we merely wish to see that all in Hong Kong are kept safe and to protect the human population from themselves. They do not deserve this.
Of course, of course. I would tend to agree with you. I protested against Pentex many times in college. Their business practices are abysmal.
There was one other peculiarity that you may be interested in. Pentex, and I have a doctorate in geology. Pentex were doing a geological survey out on the open shoreline. I don't know why. Far Beverages with Pentex equipment were doing a geological survey on the shoreline, rather.
That is very interesting. One wonders why you would geologically survey a shore.
Apparently, we infiltrated the main Far Beverage facility in order to gain answers to certain questions. Their foreman claimed that they were merely trying to site a new factory. After all, we were posing as health inspectors. He thought it was best to answer our questions.
Oh,
So.
Very clever of you. Well, I appreciate all the work that you have done. And I appreciate you contacting us at the earliest possible moment. And I'm very appreciative that you have been so forthcoming with your information. This pleases me greatly. I will send a good report back to the Speaker of the House.
Thank you. We're glad we could help.
Your tea is delicious and your bookstore is glorious. I may come visit it again sometime if you don't mind.
You are always welcome.
Thank you. She turns to Charlie. May I speak with you for half a moment?
Absolutely.
And she'll pull him off like maybe 3 or 4 steps and put her arm around him and quote quietly, kind of like a stage whisper, say, I am glad you have found such good friends. Be careful where you choose them. And then she will walk out of the door.
I'm sorry, Mitchell. Can you repeat that?
Yes, she said, I'm glad you found such good friends. Be careful where you choose them.
No, not.
And she will leave.
Haishin will pour himself a cup of tea and sip it thoughtfully. Blue. He will look to Miss Yang and say, I feel that went well.
If you believe so. Something's
Charlie's face does not agree.
something.
You,
Something about her is just not sitting right in my stomach. But then again, it's the same way for most. So
I have an odd suspicion. Charlie, you do not have to confirm or deny this suspicion. There are various different creeds of secrecy that we possess. I have the odd suspicion they possess them as well. And I feel as if certain creeds may have been violated. I don't assume that's too much of an in-character leap, Mitchell, because we have the same kind of codes of shut the fuck up.
It is not an in-character leap at all. In addition to that, the council itself has one. So even if your particular group of superheroes did not, then the council itself still has one. So,
However, I believe that she is at least relatively sincere when it comes to that she will give a good report. I felt when she asked how we knew this information, it was best not to play coy. It's most interesting. He makes several kind of mental notes as to, like what X and Y is. We shall be able to prepare this in our report to the Mandarin. Or your report to the Mandarin. I don't have to do that anymore.
ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
What is Jia Ying's kind of, pathos right now?
She does not have a good vibe about Sarah or any of this.
I was going to say, I mean, what does it feel like meeting a bigger bitch than you?
It doesn't feel very good. Damn, at least Jia Ying tries to act polite.
is there anything else you guys want to take care of in character?
No, I think that's pretty much the end of the scene. Haishin will finish his tea and will go back and lock up the shop. And he's also going to contemplate, I need better security in my shop.
I can help you with that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to thank Charlie for not saying anything.
I should. Did you want me to introduce you to some of the more Asiatic
Hold on just a second.
sayings?
Hold on just a second. I'm going to mute you for just a minute, okay? Okay, go ahead.
Do you want me to introduce you to some of the more non-Asiatic sayings, so that they might not take offense to you thinking they're trying to bribe you with things like in for a penny, in for a pound? They might take offense to that in the future.
Yeah, that might be good. I've spent my whole life in Hong Kong. Those sayings are not something I'm good with, but that will be something for another time. Yes.
My concept is basically as he's working there, he'll just occasionally toss out an occasional one and introduce you to it.
Okay.
So you can kind of, in character, kind of have a reason to understand them a little more.
Okay. Yeah, and she'll hand him a brownie.
Thank you. Yeah, I spent 6 years in Australia, so I get some of the more Americanized and Britishized sayings.
Glad to hear that now. I hope you have a wonderful evening. See ya.
All right. Are we all done?
Think so. Yep.
I was going to say you don't want to yell. I'd like to put out, I did nothing.
Would one of you like to try the outro, or do you want me to do it?
Kim, you introed us. You can do it. I have faith in you.
I believe in you.
How do you even do the out? Okay. Okay, I got this. Thank you, watchers for watching, players for playing, listeners for listening. We didn't have any viewers. Soul and not right freaking now. This dude calls me while
Good night, everybody.
yeah, good night.